Oh yeah, I think I got enough. Okay, so I think it'll go in there about into solid wood by 1.5 inches or so. Okay, so now I got a paddle bit and my washer. Let's see, that's a 5/8, and that's not enough. It's just barely short of me getting that in there. Dabbity nabbit. So that's okay. I've got my 3/4 inch. Just fine. See there? So now I'm going to drill, because I've got to have enough for that washer to go in countersunk into the wood, and I've got to have it countersunk into the wood by at least that far. At least, oh, what is that? About 3/16 at least. 3/16, and the further I countersink it into the wood, a little bit more of this will hold. Okay, so minimum is 3/16. I'll probably do a quarter, 5/16 of an inch deep into the wood with this paddle bit. See, then after I get the paddle bit, then I'll take that out and then put this in upside down, hold it in there to make sure there's enough room of coverage. And then I'll get a regular drill bit and drill this for the shank to go through that first fascia board. Okay, you see what I mean? Then I can slip that in there, and then I can tap that in there and ratchet it in there with my ratcheted drill. I think it's going to work. You know what? I was incorrect when I told you that you couldn't use a drill bit in the ratcheted type drill, because I tried this one and it worked. See, first I used the paddle bit. I used that drill for that, and then I drilled the end in the middle with this to get through there. Okay, and you see, I'm all ready now to come up here. Here's my bolt. I'll show you what this looks like. See where I drilled that? You drill first with your paddle bit, and I went in a good 1/4 inch. Then you drill with that other hole, with the other bit, to get this through there and to allow for that. So see, when the bolt gets in there with the washer, like that, it'll be flush or countersunk into the wood. And then when it gets all done, I'll put some caulking. I'm going to have to recalk this whole thing anyways. I'll put some caulking over the top of this and make it rough and stuff. I'll have to put 2 coats over the top of this, you know, and it won't even look like I've got a lag bolt in there. See, you don't want to just take a lag bolt and bolt it in there and paint over it or something. No. Okay, so this is plenty long enough now to go in there, and just beyond this 1/2 inch OSB is the wood. Okay, when I put that in there, it should suck it right up in there, and I'm going to take my ratcheted drill, and I should be able to ratchet this puppy right in there. Or I can take my little hand ratchet thing if I want, and do it with this. But I think I'm going to just take it with my ratcheted drill with this on that and ram it in there. Okay, that's my next step. Okay, you see that gap up against the stucco that goes all the way up along that edge? That's what I'm trying to make tight. I've got my ratcheted drill here. Look at that. That looks pretty good. I'm liking that. I don't think it's going to go any tighter than that. You see that? I could have taken my ratcheted set and done the same thing, but geez, that worked out pretty good. Yes, indeed. So see, I can put some more lag bolts in. See that gap between the stucco and that wood? There's no real gap there per se now, is there? Now up here further there is. So see, I can get up there with an extension ladder and do one about in the middle, and then I'm going to do one up towards the top for sure, because remember that piece was split. Let's get up on the ladder and I'll show you a little bit better that way so it's not full on. Let's see if we can't do that. Well, let's just show you this here first. See there? That's beyond the surface, right? I can fill that up with caulking now. Yeah? I see that up there. Look at that. You know, it's split. Look at that. That's why there's so much gap there on that one piece. Amazing. And if I wouldn't take care of this before it rained and snowed, you see how the water would get in there, would undermine, get in underneath the stucco and start rotting out possibly the wood and where all these checks are. See this check? That's what I call a wood check. I'll recalk those. And if that's a little bit of caulking, I might clean off some of that old caulking before I put new caulking in there. See that? That's a piece of caulking there. It looks like somebody caulked this once upon a time. Hey, see how big that crack is? So I'll clean off the caulking there, and then that crack goes up to about there, then another one starts from there up that way. I'll have to clean all that off before I caulk that, and that's why I want a bolt. I'll throw some bolts in here, especially up there. My word, look at that. That's why I got 4-inch long one. See, I'm going to have to put a 4-inch long one up there for sure at first. After I clean it, I'll be able to wedge it in there so it'll hit. And then maybe I can get by with 3.5-inch bolts the rest of the way, because I got 10 3.5-inch lag bolts at the store, and I got 4-inch lag bolts. So see, there's one of my 4-inch lag bolts right there. And then I'm gonna have to put a 4-inch up there. See how big that gap is right there? You know that's big because it's split and it's pulled away. Okay, so there's one. And then I know I'm gonna have to get another 4-inch lag bolt. See, I'll take this, I'll end up taking this little angled piece off again, like I did before, like I did this last piece. See, here it is over here. We'll have to work on that in a little while, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, then I can put a 4-inch lag there, and once I put the 4-inch lag, see that gap right there, 1/2-inch gap. That gap's going to go away with the 4-inch lag. That's going to go away just like this one went away. See? Look at that. And then I've got one more 4-inch lag. Once I put that one, and I get one up there, and I'll put another one probably in the middle of this, you know, in here somewhere maybe, or suck that in, Or I might even put it up towards the top. See how there's a big gap there too? I don't know if the 3.5 inch is going to fit up there and hold. Might have to run back to the store and get some more 4-inch lag bolts too. I should have got some when I was at the store. Dabbity nabbit. That goes to show you, when you're at the store getting your lag bolts, you know, I thought 3.5s would be okay. And I thought I was doing myself a favor by getting some 4-inch too. It wouldn't have taken me. See, here's some the 4s. I'm pretty sure I got 4 of those. There's 2. Uh-oh. 3, 6, 9, 10. Hey. What happened? Oh, there it is. Whew. I thought I got 4 at the store. Yeah. I got 3 more long ones. And it would have been just as easy for me to get 4 4.5-inch ones too. Whatever I didn't use, I could take back to the store. But we'll see. We'll see. I think I should be able to make these work if I use the paddle bit, and instead of drilling just a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 inch in, let's say, I can drill into the 1.5-inch fascia board by 1/2 inch or 5/8 of an inch, and that'll make this screw 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch longer. Do you see what I mean? Just by doing that, and that should still have plenty of room to suck this wood up. This wood looks still strong enough that I'm not going to like blow a hole out the back of it with my lag bolt or anything. Okay? All right, so far so good.